Hello. Yeah, all right. Last of Stanley Holloway monologues today. My Uncle Arthur's favourite, Uncle Arthur and Auntie Doss, they lived in Ash Terrace, just off Trafalgar Road, Tividale. Yeah, I know it. And as I've told you before, Stanley Holloway used to live in Birch Crescent for many a year. I remember his mum and his dad and young Stanley. So, Sam, pick up the musket. My Uncle Arthur used to recite this to Grandad Sam. This was his party piece every Christmas. So here we go. It occurred on the evening before Waterloo, and troops were lined up on parade. The sergeant inspecting 'em, he were a terror, of whom every man there was afraid, all excepting one man who was in the front rank, a man by the name of Sam Small. And he and the sergeant were both daggers drawn. They thought nought of each other at all. A sergeant walked past, he was swinging his arms, and he happened to brush against Sam, and knocking his musket clean out of his hand, it fell to the ground with a slam. "Pick it up," said the sergeant, abrupt-like and cool, but Sam, with a shake of his head, "Seeing as they knocked it down out of me hand, perhaps they'll pick it up instead." Sam, pick up their musket," the sergeant exclaimed with a roar. Sam said, "They knocked it down, right, then they'll pick it up, or it stops where it is on the floor." The sound of these high words very soon reached the ears of an officer, Lieutenant Bird, who says to the sergeant, "What's all this here?" And the sergeant told what had occurred. Sam, pick up the musket," Lieutenant explained with some heat. Sam said, "He knocked it down, right, he'll pick it up, or it stays where it is at me feet." It caused quite a stir when the captain arrived to find out the cause of the trouble, and every man there, all except Sam, was full of excitement and bubble. Sam, pick up your musket," said Captain for strictness renowned. Sam said, "He knocked it down, right, he'll pick it up, or he stops where it is on the ground." The same thing occurred when the Major and Colonel tried to get Sam to see sense. But when old Duke Wellington came into view, well, the excitement got really intense. Up rode the Duke on his lovely white horse to find out the cause of the bother. He looked at the musket, and then at old Sam, and he talked to old Sam like a brother. Sam, pick up the musket," the Duke said as quiet as could be. Sam, pick up the musket. Come on, lad. Just for me." "All right, Duke," said old Sam. "Just for thee I'll oblige, to show thee I meant no offence." So Sam picked it up. "Gradely, lad," said the Duke. "Right, boys, let battle commence." Lovely old monologue by Stanley Holloway. Great, and as you know, Sam Small was in the Tividale Tiddlers. There were 4 of them fought at the Battle of Waterloo. They were in the catering corps. They were shelling peas back in the canteen. Mind how you go. Keep out the Oss Road. Do thank your mother for the palings, and no doubt I will see you soon. Ta-da!